Hello and welcome to another inspiring episode of PairFect, the show where purpose meets passion and change makers share the stories behind their impact. I'm Dinah Ventura. So today we're navigating the exquisite intersection of wanderlust, innovation, and meaningful travel, guided by a visionary leader whose passion for exploration traces back to childhood and whose leadership now shapes unforgettable global journeys. He previously served as managing director of the Travel Corporation Asia and was the former president for Trafalgar, was appointed CEO of the Travel Corporation, and now he collaborates with global brand executives overseeing guided tour labels like Kontiki, Insight Vacations, and Trafalgar. Please join us in welcoming Mr. Nicholas Lim.
Thank you, Dina. Great to be
Hello,
here.
Nick.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to PairFect.
Thank you.
So-
Lovely to be on the show.
Yes, thank you for. I know you travel a lot, so I would love to hear about your travels. I'm sure you do that extensively in your job, but as part of your work, right?
Yes.
So, do you remember your very first cruise experience?
My very first cruise experience was 2019
Okay.
when I was on our sister brand, Uniworld River Cruises. That was in the south of France. So that was one of the most relaxing holidays. Because being on a river cruise versus an ocean liner or any other holiday gives a very different perspectives, right? So we were taken from, so being on a river cruise, you would get the blend of of relaxation, but also a very different angle to explore. So you go to all the small little towns, all the quaint villages, and you see the destination from a very different perspective.
I can imagine.
It's the one, to me, that was one of the most relaxing, one of the most exquisite holidays that I've ever taken. So, and I think that's something which I strongly urge and all more people to do.
It's very different. I can imagine, like you were talking about. So it's like traveling slowly, right? Because you're like just cruising on a river
Yes.
and making stops. Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Okay.
Slow travel.
Slow travel.
if you want it to be. But if you want something within the holiday, fast pace, you can always get a bike. We have bikes on the ships, and then you could go explore the villages and the towns and all. But it gives you a very different perspective, and I think you could see, especially in Europe, where a lot of cities and towns happen to blossom in many centuries ago along these rivers. And you can see the history, and they're intertwined with what we know as the modern world today. You get shops, but next to it you get an iconic sight or sound. Like, for example, in France, we have ships on the Seine, and we dock right next to the Eiffel Tower.
I see.
Sorry, but we sail out to the north of France, and as you sail, you see all the chateaux and castles.
So it's really a different perspective.
Oh, 100%,
right?
100%. And it's something that the world is catching on, and that's why we have decided to invest. And I think now with Trafalgar, we're going to have 2 ships on the Rhine and on the Danube, and that's super exciting for us.
Yeah.
Because I think Trafalgar is a brand, we're known for touring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Trafalgar, because as I was introducing you, I mentioned the Travel Corporation,
Right.
Trafalgar, Kontiki, and Insight. So
Yes.
could you give us a brief description of what ties it all together and what makes them different?
All right. So Travel Corporation is a 105-year-old company.
Wow.
So we've got 18 brands. Trafalgar was one of them. It's Trafalgar Insight Vacations, Luxury Gold, Kontiki, where everybody is 18 to 35.
Wow.
Everybody's 18 to 35. So you won't find me on the tour.
Me too. But I think that's very interesting because that taps a lot of a growing market here in the Philippines, a lot of young people wanting to travel.
Yes.
So they should check out Kontiki, right?
Yes, they should.
Kontiki only for young people.
Yes, everybody's 18 to 35 from all over the world. So you get Filipinos, you get Americans,
Yeah.
Canadians, Japanese, Koreans,
Australians.
everybody. So everybody comes together as one united nation, and they see the whole of Europe or whatever destination that they choose to go to. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty cool. So 18 to 35 do what 18 to 35 like to do globally. So
It's a different experience.
it's 100%. It's a mind-blowing experience. It's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very exciting. But the river cruising is also another kind of travel that's under the travel corporation,
Yes.
right? So you go by brands.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Now I understand.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, so I look after under the Travel Corporation in Malaysia. You know, I look after all the brands. So predominantly those brands that I shared with you, including Uniworld. So here in the Philippines, we've got these are the brands that represented by our friends from our travel agents.
Okay, so
Yeah.
people can check it out.
Oh, yeah,
It's
100%.
available. All right. So, okay, a little bit more about you though.
Sure.
So when you're not working, what kind of traveler are you? And do you prefer cities or nature?
A good question. I think
Because I'm sure you've had the experience of all these different kinds of places to explore. So
yes, I think it really depends on the occasion. You know, I think with the family and with the kids, it's more of a beach holiday. When especially when the kids were young, you know, we would park ourselves at a resort and we'll say, okay, go, kids go, lunchtime, come back.
Okay. Perfect.
and then yeah, then that was pretty much it. But it was super fun, and we spent quality time with the family and the children and all. But I think sometimes when I go away with my wife or with my friends, then we choose something that's a little bit more, I would say, would give the opportunity to discover a new destination.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think this is where I would jump on one of our trips every now and then. So we explore cities and new destinations. And the last one was in the Italian lakes, where we went to Lake Como, Maggiore, and places like that. So
Beautiful.
it's excellent. It's excellent destination, right? And everybody was hoping to spot George Clooney, but or at least his
Como.
house, you know. So, but we say no.
So it was fun. What's the best time to go to those places?
I think for us, I think here from the trends that we see, it's usually April, May, and June. So we avoid the peak season.
Yes.
And I think it's perfect from what I hear for the Filipino market, where a lot of Filipinos do actually go away
On those months.
on those months.
Yes,
Perfect,
perfect.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So check it out. And what about river cruising? It's still quite new to most Filipinos, that concept. Can you
Yes.
tell us more about what's exciting about it and how easy is it for people to get into that?
It's so easy. It's absolutely, I would say, a seamless way to travel. It's an alternative way to travel, you know. And being on a river cruise is where you get on a ship, but as compared to an ocean liner where you go into a major port, right? A river cruise experience will go straight into a town because it's on a river,
Right.
right?
Right.
And your discovery starts from city or town to town, village to village. So you get a very different perspective of the destination, and you really meet the locals. I mean, you would go into a town where it would have like 2 coffee shops, 1 restaurant, and a small market. But you will be mingling with the locals. You'll be having a coffee, trying to speak their local language, and they're trying to understand you. But you would discover a whole new world of what an actual local would be living as a local would be like.
Yeah.
So it gives you that very authentic taste, in my opinion.
Yes.
You know, and you would get, there's nothing really manufactured, and that's that is the beauty. I think to me, the quaint villages and the towns, to me, would really tell me about the soul of the
a
destination.
place. And
So lovely.
that makes it more memorable, I think, right?
Yes.
Rather than the frenzied type of travel where you jump from
Yes, it all
from
depends.
one city to another.
Yes, yeah, but you see, it's what coach touring can do, right? Sometimes the sights and the sounds and iconic destinations or the icons, they're not by the river.
Yeah.
So they're further inland, so
Further,
you won't
yeah.
get that. So I think this is where some of our brands, especially Trafalgar, this is where 78 years of expertise will be able to offer to you what you want to do, right? So you've got choice.
Yes. And I think that addresses a lot of travelers now, they want to have a different experience, and that
Yeah.
really, I think, gives them that, no?
Yes,
River cruising. So,
excellent.
and why did the Travel Corporation in Trafalgar decide to go into river cruising? How did that happen?
Oh, I think we found the immense success of our sister brand Uniworld. So we have that has give us a lot of confidence in putting out the new Trafalgar product, right? So Uniworld, it's the five-star luxury
Brand.
brand of river cruising.
Okay.
Okay, so but we want to have something a little bit more authentic, true to the Trafalgar brand. So Trafalgar, for the past 70 plus years, we've always been bringing our guests and our customers right into the heart of a destination, get to know the locals. So based on that formula, we've blended both.
Nice.
So we blended both what Trafalgar would deliver as an experience of a destination,
Okay.
and then also the fun and all the things that river cruising would provide. So we put that together and we put it out and now we have 2 ships with Trafalgar on the Danube and on the Rhine.
Wow. Sounds exciting.
Yes, yes. We hope to have you on board, Dinah, at some point.
Hopefully. So, can you walk us through what makes a Trafalgar river cruise experience different from others in Europe? I mean, river cruising, is that something that's readily available in Europe?
Yes,
So, Trafalgar is the brand.
right.
What do you put out there that's quite distinct or different?
Good question. So I think this is where our travel directors have been with us as part of the spirit of the brand for many, many, many years now. So these are the individuals and the locals that are unique to that destination.
Yes.
So
they know the place.
Yeah, exactly. So they know the place, right? They know what's around the corner. 100-year-old gelato run by the Esposito family and things like that. And it would bring you to a lemon grove, those hidden gems and secrets that you would never know.
Yeah.
So we've been operating with that with our coach tours. So, but now we've transported that element onto our river cruises. So on our river cruises, you would also have a travel director.
Nice.
So we would bring you. So on your river cruise, you enjoy all the amenities.
It's like a floating hotel.
It's a floating hotel, right? It's full board, 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, alcohol included.
Wow.
So yeah, but during the day you do your sightseeing.
Right.
But you do your sightseeing with a local. Right. So we bring you to a local market and you try all the local produce, and you have your nice little cup of cappuccino by the roadside, and this cafe has only like 4 tables. So, and then someone trying to speak to you in French and things like that. You're gonna so you get into a banter. Oh yeah, you try to understand, but that's the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
But you really go into the heart of the destination, and that's where true to that formula of what Trafalgar brings, so we marry it to the river cruise product.
A winner, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like two winning
Absolutely.
ingredients all in one.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow. It sounds so
Yeah, you
exciting.
gotta join us, Dina. You gotta join us.
I hope so. So, okay, let's talk more about it. Like, let's whet their appetite or
Okay.
something. What are some of the standout destinations or experiences in your current itineraries in the Danube, in the sand?
Right. So on the Rhine.
On the Rhine.
So we've got a 10-day itinerary on the Rhine. We start in Amsterdam, 2 nights in
Okay.
Amsterdam, and then we go into then we go on the Rhine. Then we pass. So we will go to Arnhem. Arnhem is of historical significance, especially if you're a World War II buff. If you've seen the show A Bridge Too Far, that's where
They shot.
Operation Market Garden, launched by the Allies. And that was probably the only major offensive that they failed because they wanted to cross the Rhine and into Germany.
I see.
So Arnhem was where the Allies lost
The
a major battle, and then, but I think the significance is there. Then this is not a history lesson.
But it must be like quite a feeling being in that place where you know something significant happened,
Yes,
right?
yes, and you see it, and we watch it in the movies, and just to go to Arnhem, I mean, it's quite surreal.
Yeah, I
I've
can
been there
imagine.
before in my previous trip when I was doing Holland. So yeah, so we start there, and we travel down the Rhine, because the Rhine separates Germany and Holland and the rest of the world, right? And,
Yes.
but along the Rhine, I think that's where the beauty of the destination comes through, because you'll be sailing past a lot of castles. Wow. You'll be sailing past
Old towns.
vineyards,
Vineyards.
quaint villages.
Nice.
So imagine you at the top deck of a ship, having a wine, and
Looking at that.
just sailing past the castles and vineyards, and you enjoying the sights and the sound and the peace. And I think at that point, you would have that moment that, hey, life is good.
Yeah. Or, like losing yourself within the pages of a book. It's something like that.
It is.
Right?
It's exactly like
So
that.
magical.
So it's so magical, right? And this is what the experience of a river cruise will bring, right? And you arrive at the next town or the next city, and you get off. And with our Trafalgar travel director, you will go and see the destination, explore a little bit more, have a coffee,
Nice.
and have a local meal. So, and you come back to the ship, and you
sail again.
You sail again, and you see different, and you see something different again
When you wake up.
the next time, and when you wake up, right? And that is wonderful.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Okay. I was in my head. I was trying to compare it with like an ocean liner cruise, but
Right.
very different.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
we'll talk more about it
Yes.
after a short break.
Right. Thank you.
This break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribun's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montalibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Ready for the hot takes on today's biggest issues? Hot Patatas with Vernon Velasco and Carl Magadia delivers the news that matters. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Tune in live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok, where the real talk happens.
And we're back on PairFect with Nick, talking
Thank you,
about travel, river cruising. So, Trafalgar is launching a new itinerary this year, or
That's
has
right.
launched.
We've got 10 itineraries. We've got 10 itineraries.
Wow.
So besides the river cruises, I think we've got 10 itineraries. A few of them, a couple of them to mention. There's one that struck me immensely, which is the English Adventure. So this is a 12-day trip in and around England. I think what I really like about it is it goes to Cambridge and Oxford.
Okay, the universities.
The universities. And I think this is for whoever in the Philippines that want to go and see, and maybe for parents who want to have a glimpse of maybe if they want to enroll their kids in
those
schools. This is the perfect chance. So we bring them there. So we bring them to Cambridge and then also to Oxford. But I think for me personally, I think the highlight for me would be spending 3 days in Manchester, where I would go have the chance, an opportunity to do a walking tour to see either Manchester United or Manchester City, and then we will have a day trip to Liverpool, and I could see Liverpool as well, football club. So that's my dream.
Very unique. You can do that, of course.
That's my
you can.
dream, Dinah. That's my dream.
Okay.
Yes.
So, wow, 10 itineraries. That's
so
completely new for this year?
Completely new. So we've
Okay,
got
something
that.
to check
Yeah,
out.
and then we've also got one more that we go to Bulgaria and then Budapest, but we also go to this place where I think for many years now we've read about this book and we've seen TV, and that is Transylvania. So
Wow.
Transylvania, we are going to Transylvania in 2026.
You are?
We are, and we are going to Bram Stoker's castle,
Okay.
where maybe you can meet.
I think
Mr.
maybe
Who.
I will go to that. I will explore that.
Right?
Yeah,
And
2026.
So we go to Bram Stoker's
Castle.
and maybe
Meet him. No,
maybe
joke.
we can meet him. Bring a lot of garlic. And
That's so
No, I'm
exciting.
kidding. I'm kidding. But I think it gives. But I think that's a real nice
Yeah, experience.
new destination and new experience. We read it in the books, we see it on TV and things like that. But now I think this is where you I think that's the beauty of travel, right? You explore new destinations. You see all this. You taste. You just smell it. You know, and you hear it, and all your senses are there. So that's why we travel.
Yeah, that's why we travel. I believe so. I believe so. So, okay, do you have a personal favorite highlight or story from guests who've joined any of such itineraries you've mentioned? Maybe the cruises or the other.
So we've got.
Any stories that
We've got.
stood
Oh,
out?
I'm running through my database right here.
Okay.
No, we've got a lot. I've got a lot. I've got a lot, and you know, there's this couple that has traveled with us many times. I think they traveled with us 18 times now.
Wow. Must
18
love
times. Yes, and
must love
yes,
Trafalgar. Is it any of the brands or?
mainly Trafalgar and Insight. So they toggle between Trafalgar and Insight depending on the itinerary. So they have traveled with us many times, and I think the last one was when they went to South Africa and they just came back. And they just came back, and it was one of the wife's bucket lists to see
The
wildlife, and we brought them to for a game drive and things like that. So they managed to see all the big five. So that was, I mean, it's like you get all there's those moments, right? And I think the wife had such a great time, and you know, and so did the husband. But he really checked off their bucket list, and they were still raving. And now they have they post it on YouTube and they're sharing with all their friends, and
Now everybody wants to go.
Now everybody wants to go. They've even volunteered in Singapore to be our spokesperson in Singapore. I say, yeah, okay.
Well, when it comes to travel, it's really word of mouth, right? Because
Yeah.
people who've experienced or have had good experiences,
Absolutely.
they're so willing to share it.
Absolutely, Dinah. I think this is where I think quality not only in the hardware, where in terms of the hotels and things like that matter, but I think the quality in terms of the experience in the delivery that matters
Yeah,
as
that
well.
matters.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
and so something that we have brought in very, very often is what we call in Trafalgar is called a Be My Guest experience.
The Be My Guest
The Be My
experience.
Guest, a Be My Guest experience on the Trafalgar is where we go to someone's home or a house to have a meal.
Oh, I see.
It's not a Michelin star meal, but
home cooked.
home cooked
Nice.
meal where mama, papa come up with the children and tell them about their story of their farm, of their house, and what they have done. And we started about a decade ago with one house in southern Italy. So, and we were quite apprehensive because when you want to hold someone, right, and when you want to hold someone to something special, and especially these are guests traveling from around the world, they would be expecting a grand feast, Michelin star kind of meal, fine wines, and things like
Yeah.
that. But we said, okay, but I think we feel that our customers and our guests want to see the real world. They want to taste what's local. So we brought them to a lemon farm in southern Italy, and we had Mama brought out
Her
it's very
pasta.
simple spaghetti pomodoro with the limoncello, some wine, some local wines and things like that. And we had a whole group there. In the evening, the sun was setting, and everybody had most wonderful time. Mama will come out in her best Italian or English Italian. How do you find my pasta? You like it? You're like, yeah, prego. We were trying our best and they were trying their
Yeah.
best. But everybody had such a warm time to tell the story of how this came about and how the family has owned
That farm.
the lemon farm for generations
Wow.
and things like that. And what we found in our survey that was the number one, the most talked about, the most memorable part of the trip that everybody had.
Nice.
So it comes down to the experience as well. So that's why experiences is super, super important
Yeah.
for us. Yeah. Of course, we can do the cookie cutter stuff and all the
Yeah.
iconic stuff, the iconic sites. We'll take our guests then, but we also want them to show a different aspect or the destination in a very different local light.
Right.
So that's something that we have done, and it's been more than a decade. And now today, for Trafalgar, every itinerary has a Be My Guest component,
Even the river cruising.
even the river cruising.
Okay, so we've been talking about how different, like all the different kinds of experiences the travel company is giving through its different brands, and
Yeah.
Trafalgar in particular, we're talking about the river cruising.
Yes.
And for you, why do you believe it offers something different? I guess. I mean, it's all different from what
Right.
I hear
Yes.
you describing, but in particular for river cruising. So, what gives it that difference? Because, right, it's something very new to me.
I see,
I would
okay.
love to,
Right.
like, what would be that would,
What's the edge?
yeah.
What's the edge? I think here it's you. I think the fact that you're going on a floating hotel.
Okay.
Okay, you're going on a floating hotel that brings you deep into the destination, where there's only 60 cabins, 120 people.
Wow.
You never feel rushed. Meals are all included.
No more.
There's
You don't have to think about.
there's no rushing, and the meals are there, and the meals are locally sourced for those who are into sustainability. So we go into the market.
Right.
Our crew go into the market and pick out all the local produce, and the chefs will make it nice and fresh. So that's but that is part of the whole experience, but also going, and being on a very relaxing holiday. I think that is something you put all these components, because every holiday it's not just about one component. For example, not only the hotel, right? But it comes through everything. So if you put all that together, the experiences, the Be My Guest, your floating hotel, which is the ship,
Yes,
right? And the service, and the service on the ship, that would complete the whole entire experience. So because without one or another, it won't be too holistic.
Yeah.
So you won't have the full experience. I think so. Experiences wise, when we curate experiences, we need to look at it at all angles.
Right.
So it just cannot be one component.
Yes.
Right. And for those who have been traveling, like you said, early on the show, and say people who are tired of traveling from city to city and being rushed.
Right.
Right? I think this is really, really a chance for to take that step back, and to enjoy some slow travel, enjoy life, enjoy those family around you, have a nice meal, fine wines, and just watch the world go by. Absorb the destination, right? So I can assure you, I think that is that would be probably one of the most memorable experiences that you would ever have
In your life.
in your life.
Okay, so I was gonna say something. Like you were saying that the perfect ingredients all put together
Yes.
in one trip, so
Yeah.
that makes it really quite different from everything else we may have known about travel,
Yes.
right? And you've managed to put that all together.
Yeah.
And you've been offering this since 8 years ago, the cruises, or this is really just
no,
now?
No. I think Uniworld, we've acquired Uniworld for I think for almost 2 decades now.
Okay.
So yeah, so what we have seen from our sister brand Uniworld, I think the success and the operation aspects of how we can refine it and how we can make it work, I think that has really, really helped us. So we've now gone into a new segment by introducing Trafalgar River Cruises. But Uniworld, we are still growing Uniworld. We're going to add more ships for Uniworld.
Wow.
And these are 5 stars, top of
Those
top
are
of
the
range,
premium ones.
Premium like yourself, and and I think this is where I think guests from every background could really enjoy a different holiday.
Yeah.
It's really a fresh perspective. I mean,
I believe so.
Me trying to put it in words, it's just not going to do any justice to,
Yeah, you better just go and check it out.
to the actual experience.
Yes, actually. And I think it would be good for families too, right? You're all
lovely.
together in one, and then you can explore together.
Yes, and especially in the Philippines, I know Filipinos love to travel in families.
And
big families.
yeah,
right?
we would love it if you could invite them to try and check out Trafalgar Cruises itineraries.
Yes,
maybe
please.
for your
I
parting
will
words.
Yes, to all our friends at the at the Daily Tribune, I will hope to have you join us on our Trafalgar River Cruises in 2026. They speak to your travel agents. They'll be more than happy to help.
Yeah. So how do they get there? I mean, like, do they just search Trafalgar and then it'll lead them to the local travel agency?
That's right.
Okay. So that's easy. You can do it.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much
Thank you, Dinah.
for spending time with us on PairFect, learning where we have learned a lot about a different way to travel. So thank you, Mr. Nicholas Lim,
Thank you, Dinah.
for sharing his insights on travel that goes beyond ticking destinations off a list to experiences that tell stories and stay with you long after you return home. So, this reminds us that travel isn't just about pieces, but about seeing the world differently, and that great leadership can create meaningful, transformative journeys. I am Dinah Ventura, and you've been watching PairFect, where purpose meets everyday lifestyle. Until next time, happy travels and stay inspired.
Kumusta kayo mga katribo? Muli ito ang inyong lingkod, si Manong Joe Saldariaga. Isang importanteng tanong mula kay Tuesday Calma. Anya, Manong Joe, sa isang report ukol sa pagkukumpara ng rate ng Meralco sa electric co-ops o ECs, may gusto lang akong malinawan. Totoo nga bang mas mataas ang singil ng Meralco? Naku, maraming salamat sa tanong mo. Sasagutin ko yan sa pamamagitan ng data at facts. Balikan muna natin ang components ng inyong monthly bill. Ang distribution charge, tulad ng palagi kong sinasabi, ang tanging parte ng bill na napupunta sa Meralco. At sa loob ng 10 taon o isang dekada, hindi pa ito nagtaas. Sa kabila nito, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang mataas na kalidad ng serbisyo at maaasahang kuryente. Ngayon, bakit minsan mas mababa ang singil ng mga co-op? Ang dahilan ay ito. Karamihan po sa kanila ay kumukuha ng halos lahat ng kanilang supply mula sa mga coal plants. Mas mura ang kuryente mula sa coal, pero hindi nito kayang punuin ang tumataas na demand sa kuryente dito sa franchise area ng Meralco. Lalo na hindi na maaaring magtayo matapos magkaroon ng coal moratorium. Kaya ang solusyon, kumuha ng supply mula sa iba't ibang fuel sources, kabilang ang renewable energy, natural gas, at kasama na rin yung mga dati ng coal supply. Mas mahal ang nat gas kaysa sa coal, pero ito ay tumutulong para maiwasan ang brownout kapag kulang ang supply. Ito ay alinsunod na rin sa panawagan ng gobyerno na gumamit ng natural gas bilang transition fuel papunta sa renewable energy. Kaya kung ikukumpara lang natin ng direkta ang presyo ng Meralco sa co-ops na karamihan ay coal yung supply, hindi po ito patas, mga katribo. Parang nagkukumpara ka ng mangga sa mansanas. Pareho silang prutas pero magkaiba yung pinagmulan at yung uri. Mga kaliwanag, mga katribo, lagi natin tandaan, tayo ay maniwala lang sa facts at data. Ang Meralco ay patuloy na nagsisikap maghatid ng kuryente na abot kaya, maaasahan at tumutulong para sa pag-unlad ng ating sambayanan. Hanggang sa susunod na episode ng Ask Manong Joe, muli ito po ang inyong likod na patuloy na nagmamahal sa inyong lahat, Joe Saldariaga po.